90-Day Fiancé star Gino Palazzolo proudly showed off his cooking skills to Natalie on The Single Life. However, the latter seems to have regretted bringing the latter to a potluck party at her friend's. She even had to warn her friends not to eat the sandwiches he made after seeing how grossly he cooked them. The TLC star shared the uncomfortable experience after inviting him to meet her in Washington, D.C. Gino is trying hard to woo Natalie on The Single Life with his so-called charm and personality. He is shooting his shots at her while completely ignoring her boundaries. Natalie is finally getting to know Gino better on the show, but she appears to have seen too much too early. Gino Palazzolo is desperate to get lucky in bed with Natalie on 90-Day Fiancé, The Single Life. He actually sneaked into her room despite her rejecting his request to sleep together. However, the TLC star didn't hesitate to share his weird fetish during a romantic moment. Fans of the franchise still remember how obsessed Jasmine was with Gino's toes. She used to feel turned on simply staring at them, no matter whether they were clean or not. Well, Gino seems to think that every woman in the world feels the same. He finally asked the most awkward question, which viewers never saw coming. The TLC star began, "So, if I asked you," while looking at his feet. As per Access Hollywood, Natalie instantly set the record straight before he could finish the sentence. She made it clear that she would never consider sucking his toes, no matter what. Natalie is trying hard to give Gino another chance. She reconnected with him and invited him to her apartment on The Single Life. The 90-Day Fiancé star wanted to introduce him to her friends in the recent episode. Gino decided to make sandwiches for the potluck with Natalie's friends. He bragged about his cooking skills and asked the latter to help him out. Natalie watched the clip on the recent episode of Between the Sheets. She couldn't stop laughing as she shared the real story. The TLC star said, "Oh, that's gross. It was disgusting sandwiches. He has his hands all over the bread. His hands were all over the cheese." The TLC star went on to reveal that she doesn't remember him washing his hands. Gino bragged about begging a self-dubbed short-order cook for years. He claimed that he cooks the best eggs. Natalie finally shared that she doesn't even remember eating the American native sandwiches at the potluck. She was so disgusted with the way Gino was preparing the sandwiches. The TLC star also warned all her friends not to touch the sandwiches. Well, fans didn't expect anything less from Gino. They have watched him do many gross and creepy things over the years. The 90-Day Fiancé star basically crossed all the limits during his journey with Jasmine. 90-Day Fiancé viewers recently watched an epic catfight between Liz Woods and Sophie Sierra, and they have already picked up their sides. While Sierra was accusing Woods of breaking the girl code, Liz stood her ground and fired back during the argument. She made it clear that she wasn't going to stay silent and proved her point. After witnessing the entire showdown, fans decided to rally behind Liz. They are supporting her as they believe that she didn't do anything wrong. Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy, because the tea is piping hot. 90-Day Fiancé viewers saw Sophie Sierra and Liz Woods having a massive argument when Pedro Jimeno decided to stir the pot. The latter told Sophie that while chatting with Liz, she hinted that Sierra might already have someone else on her mind. Well, this wasn't something that Sophie was expecting, as everything that Pedro told her was meant only for Liz's ears. Sophie wasn't ready to let all of this slide at all. She marched straight and accused Liz of breaking their girl code. The celeb further claimed that Woods revealed everything she had told her, and they had a massive argument. But now it seems that the catfight is taking a new turn as viewers are supporting Woods. 90-Day Fiancé star Sophie Sierra is sure that there is no miscommunication because she believes that Liz Woods betrayed her straight away. She claimed that Pedro told her Woods warned that Sierra was not prepared while he was putting in a lot of effort for her. The celeb further accused Woods of not having her back and supporting Pedro instead of her. Sophie reminded Liz that she was the one who invited her to this trip, and she had just met Pedro. Hence, Woods should see her pain, not Pedro's. But it is evident that Woods is not ready to take just accusations. She made it clear that she didn't betray Sophie at any cost, and she clearly saw her pain. The celeb further explained how Sierra was scared because she never had it. Liz then told the cameras that Sophie was finding someone to put all the blame on for her relationship problems with Pedro. But she wasn't ready to take that on her and set the record straight. Apparently, fans witnessed this entire conversation and concluded that Woods wasn't at fault at all. They accused Pedro of flipping the entire script and playing with the words. 90 Day Fiancé fans have been waiting for this moment for a long time, and it has finally arrived. They have begged Kourtney to stand up for herself and show Colt exactly where he stands. But it looks like she finally did that, as she called Colt out and shut him down in the most unexpected way. Yes, you read that right. The most awaited moment is finally here. Fans are wiping their tears of joy and are calling it one of the most legendary clapbacks ever in history. They're cheering for Kourtney for finally saying out loud things that they also had been thinking all along. Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy, because the tea is piping hot. 90 Day Fiancé star Colt has openly admitted that he had been talking to a Brazilian woman behind Kourtney's back. Ironically, he was ready to break this news to the world, but not to Kourtney. The celeb even claimed that he had feelings for Diana, but he was trying his best to keep things platonic for Kourtney's sake. Colt even claims that he loves Kourtney, even though he has feelings for Diana. Sounds like a Sophie's choice. However, when all of this was asked right in front of Kourtney, Colt straight away lied to her face. He simply assured his girlfriend that there was no one else in his life, while he was actually hiding feelings and text messages from her. 90 Day Fiancé star Kourtney lost her cool after learning about everything Colt has been hiding from her. Hence, she finally decided to serve justice and set the record straight. The celeb simply didn't bother sugarcoating her words and straight away called out Colt by saying, "You have erectile dysfunction. You can't walk. If you are already applauding, hold on a bit, as Kourtney's verbal takedown isn't over yet." Kourtney was quick to state facts. She pointed out that Colt was homeless and jobless as well. The celeb further noted that even after all this, the level of disrespect that she was getting was insane. Kourtney wasn't ready to take a step back, and she explained everything that she had been doing for Colt and called him a piece of sh*t. Well, fans are praising her for saying what they have been thinking for years. Several viewers took to Reddit and gushed over the way Kourtney said everything in a single breath and, within a few minutes, showed Colt his real place. A user wrote, "She always has a way with words." Another one added, "I love her. I wish she knew she deserved so much better than this mess of a man." Hence, it is evident that fans want Kourtney to find someone better than Colt. 90 Day Fiancé star Luke is living his best life and is making sure that everyone sees it well. He recently turned heads when he took his new partner on a lavish helicopter date. Well, it surely was a grand move, but viewers believe that there was a hidden agenda behind it. They are sure that this flashy date might not be just about romance, as Luke could be sending a not-so-subtle message to Madeleine. Fans noticed some shocking hints that further added to the narrative that Luke was doing all of this to make his former partner jealous. Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy, because the tea is really hot. 90 Day Fiancé star Luke didn't waste much time and announced during the tell-all segment that he had a new girlfriend. But fans were more shocked after pointing out his new lady's uncannily similar looks to his ex, Madeleine. They were quick to nickname her Madeleine 2.0. Several bloggers pointed out that these two were copies of each other. Apparently, both women are from Colombia. They are in their early 20s, and both had a noticeable age gap with Luke. But here comes the most shocking part. Both of them are nail technicians who are fine with Luke's so-called fur obsessions, irrespective of the weather. But now it seems that Luke is even making sure that his new girlfriend has the same experiences that Madeleine had with him. 90 Day Fiancé star Luke Berry has found a rather dramatic way to show he has moved on from Madeleine. Apparently, he recently took his new partner on a luxury helicopter ride. As soon as the world helicopter comes, viewers have a déjà vu of Madeleine and her obsession with helicopters. She made her wild dream come true by making a helicopter entry on her wedding. So when Luke suddenly started posting helicopter dates with his new girlfriend, fans couldn't help but connect the dots. They were quick to conclude that Luke was doing all of this just to make Madeleine jealous. Another thing that added to the narrative was that giant teddy bear. Yes, fans noticed that too. A user pointed out that Madeleine used to adore a large bear that Luke gave her. Cut to now, Luke has gifted the same kind of oversized teddy bear to his new girlfriend. Well, both of these instances were way too hard to be simple coincidences. This clearly was aimed at Madeleine, and fans aren't ignoring these hints. One fan joked that Madeleine is probably punching the air with her little twig arms.